Monster fans. This is Dangerous Snallygaster here with a new version of a new video for Recharge Yellow. There is actually a new version of Recharge Yellow out there for people who may not be aware of it. I don't have that version. I'm just going to keep doing the one that I have because I'm a little bit worried that maybe there will be save file issues. But the new version, 1.3, I believe, is out. It has Portuguese language support, among other things. I didn't read the full logs because I just wanted to make sure I didn't get spoiled on anything coming up. We did a little bit of grinding off screen, just to get everybody to level 18. As you can see, our Beatrice is now a beautiful Pidgeotto. That'll be wonderful and very useful. Now I know what you're thinking. Hey Snally, you have an encounter on Route 4. Why, oh why, did you just go and use it for grinding and not give us the satisfaction of seeing a new Pokemon captured? Well, friends, let me show you something that I discovered while reviewing things. Yep. Our Route 4 encounter was indeed the Magikarp. The Magikarp that I have determined now not to use because I thought it would be a trap. And I was right. It is a trap. We missed out on the chance to get a Sandshrew, chance to get an Ekans, and also a chance to get a Psyduck, which all those options would have been really cool for us. Because I don't know if you guys can see from our team makeup, we're a little weak to flying and a little weak to fire right now. So, I'm just going to quickly go through here. And it should be this one. That rare candy is available in all the games going back to Red and Blue. So if you're playing along, go ahead and go grab it. It might be useful for you. I'm going to go ahead and save because I'm a paranoid person. I'm also going to duck into all these other houses, see if I can find something. Because something that happens in Yellow, it's not in all the other games, is you could actually get a Bulbasaur from... I will show you here in a second after that person tells me all about berry powder, something I don't think I'm going to use. Yeah, so in this house, okay, he still has the trade to Poliwhirl for a Jinx. In this house, you can actually get a Bulbasaur if you're playing Pokemon Yellow. I thought Recharge Yellow might have had an equivalent. It does not. So, I guess sucks to be me. What's this house? The Move Reminder's house. Do you have any cool stuff? I'm a move tutor. 5,000? What? Okay. Well, what can you teach me for 5,000? Oh. It is literally just that. He doesn't... If we had any fully evolved Pokemon, it probably would have helped, especially with Venusaur. Venusaur, I think, would have a couple of just random moves that are technically level 1 moves. And you could get those by going to a Move Rememberer. Or a Move Reminder, I should say. We are not going in there right yet. I have been a little bit more social on the Twitter sphere, the X formerly known as Twitter sphere. I have heard some horror stories about Misty. I do not know if we are going to be ready for that. I don't know if we're ready for what is right in front of us, which is our rival battle. Haxor only has 3 Pokemon. Okay. It's 4 in most other versions, I believe, because he'll have the bird. He'll probably have a rat. He has an Abra that can't do anything, and then his starter of choice. Double Team is gonna just suck. So we're just gonna do this. We're gonna keep Beatrice here. Eevee. We're just gonna ride and die with Beatrice. I don't feel like giving you even an inch. Bite sucks. But we outspeed it. If we just spam return enough, we get the win. Oddish. I think we're going to be safe to go into Fiona. I don't think there's anything Oddish can actually do to Fiona. What the shit, Haxor? Oh, that did nothing. This is bullshit. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm really happy I put Fiona in now. Holy shit. That was good. This is not good. But Fiona resists. And we win! It's just that simple, folks. Yeah, so he's just giving you the hint to go and talk to Bill. The Versus Seeker is going to help us a lot. It will help with grinding, especially after we finish Nugget Bridge. And depending on how our next encounter goes, we might actually need to do some grinding. Depending on how these encounters go here, we might need to do some grinding. Holy crap. Beatrice is such a safe choice right now, and they're not far off from a level. We'll save, because I'm paranoid. Alright. This is just gonna be a bug catcher. We can handle a bug catcher. Cool Pokemon. Caterpie. Say hi to Beatrice. Out of my face. Weedle. We're not gonna fall for that trap. Fiona's gonna come in, and we're gonna handle this professionally, because the one benefit I will have to my team, even with our crippling weakness to fire and flying offense, is we completely resist poison. Koga better be watching over his shoulder. We're coming for him. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how this Misty battle goes. I am so worried about Misty. Because... Alright, so here's the deal with Misty. Even if you're not changing her battle up too much, you still have a Staryu, which Staryu can be annoying, but it's not going to... But chances are, it will be whatever. The Starmie is going to be a problem. Because I bet that Starmie's going to have Bubble Beam. I bet it will have Recover. And you know what? I will even go as far as to guess that the Starmie might also have a Psychic type attack. And if it doesn't, it'll have Swift. Who knows? Maybe it'll have both. This is... Starmie is going to be a problem. So, in some ways, having a small team right now, it does help us. Oh, I should also mention, because the Versus Seeker is something, getting that here is something that you don't get in regular Fire Red and Leaf Green. You get something called the Fame Checker, which is kind of useless. And by kind of, I mean very, very, very useless. It just gives you background lore on NPCs when you talk to certain characters. We're gonna handle this last, Pidgey. Pidgeys are problems, but they're not insurmountable. The worst Pidgey we were gonna face was what Haxor had. The rest of these Pidgeys are... We're just gonna have to not put Edric or Petunia in there in particular. Oddish. We'll deal with Oddish. I cannot believe that asshole Haxor decided to just rub it in our face that he has a sweet new shiny, and we don't. I wonder if they're gonna keep, if he's gonna keep that shiny light. And I'm just, every battle is gonna become increasingly more frustrating as he has a shiny and we don't. Although we have about an equal party size. I have one more than him. We can debate on how useful that is logistically. Because like I said, it's not like I'm getting additional coverage from that. I can kind of respect taking out the Abra. Because the Abra is only going to be able to teleport, and if you want to make the... And I have a feeling it was removed just to give you one less opportunity to get some bonus XP. Gonna Poison Sting. Sure would be nice if Fiona had a move that didn't suck. But this is the bet I've chosen for myself. I'm gonna run back. I'm paranoid. 2 with the 5 are down low. Maybe during this... Maybe we're gonna be lucky enough in this episode that we can actually get through the entirety of Nugget Bridge. In which case, with the next episode, I'll be able to lead off with a capture. Youngster, you could have really just about anything. I'll put Edric in. He's safer than Petunia. The last could... The last, I think, is more likely to have a Pidgey than Saintry. Kind of wish we got one of these. Like I said, Saintry would have been very, very useless for dealing with Misty, but I think it would have been very helpful with Lieutenant Surge. But we also don't really have a ton. We're in I shouldn't complain too much. We're in far better shape for dealing with Surge than we are with Misty. No, I'm saying that with half of our party being grass, but I just... Stormy scares me. And it's kind of in a weird place to put myself, because Starmie is one of my favorite Pokemon. I know. That I don't know how many people outright say that, but it's kind of a comfortable Pokemon in that if you get a Starmie, there's so many ways you can kind of set it up and you'll be set for success. It has a fantastic move pool. It has great speed, great special attack, surprisingly okay-ish defenses, not world break, not like game-changing or anything, but and also I think it's a great design. We're 3 for 5. We'll handle last. Camper will have likely poison or grass, if I had to guess. Okay, yeah, she has Nidoran. Nidoran male's going to, well, it might have. Nidoran male of the two is the most worrisome because it has Peck. It's kind of nice, dude. I know that in a little bit of a way, my Cerulean series has more engagement. It has more views than Recharge Yellow, but Pokemon's like my comfort food of games, and also I'm pretty knowledgeable about Pokemon. It's nice to have at least one thing on my channel that I feel pretty comfortable with. That I more or less know the score on. And so I'm able to kind of switch my brain into a bit of an automated mode, and I feel like I can have more engaging interaction. Interaction's probably not the right term for it either. I put Petunia in, and I just realized I can't do anything. Well, I can absorb, but why would I want to sit through 20 minutes of that? As you can see, Nidoran female does have double kick. Both of the Nidorans do get double kick. It's what makes them a really attractive option in the early game if you're not doing a Nuzlocke for Brock. And in Yellow, I think the Prima Guide in Yellow outright recommends Nidoran male in particular for your Brock battle. Either that or getting Butterfree. Sure did, lady. Actually, if this encounter hasn't changed too much, that camper probably has a Mankey, and in which case, Petunia will be fine. I'd say right before running into death. 19? I don't remember you being that high. Jesus. Oh no. Alright, so Karate, I know I just said it's like, oh, Petunia will be fine, because I am part poison, so that does give me resistance to fighting. But the reason I'm a little bit worried is because of that move that was just used there. Karate Chop. Karate Chop has a pretty high crit chance, and crits are just horrible monsters that have plagued us this whole time. Fortunately, we do have powders that, as you can see, I've been successfully using to kind of control the tempo of our battles and keep things a little bit more manageable with Pokemon that can, frankly, be a little bit more intimidating. Anyway, Mankey is down. We are actually close to the end. We are at the end. We might actually be able to get our capture in. Because I think that little side area is not Route 4. How do we want to do this? I think, first things first, we're going to use a potion and heal up Fiona. How is Fiona on Fury Attack PP? Very, very fine. Okay. We're going to lead off with Fiona. This is going to be a little bit cynical on my part, but if anything really bad happens, I don't mind Fiona being the first to go. I know, that sounds horrible. But Beedrill's not good. Anyways, this rocket should just have like Ekans and the usual rocket affair. Coughing. We can deal with coughing. I am not worried about coughing. We're going to use the focus energy slash how I put it as a kid, the Kaioken. Actually, back when I was a kid, the dub for Dragon Ball Z would have called it the Kaioken. I don't even know what Dragon Ball Z was airing at the time I first got this game. Coughing showing off its bulk here. And it's surprisingly okay attack stat. And Fiona showing off its... Okay, we finally got one crit. I feel a little bit more justified in using focus energy. It used Sludge attack. It used Sludge. I feel very justified in keeping a poison Pokemon in. Drowsy. That's a problem. That is a problem for Beatrice. Oh my god, I did nothing. That's not good. I'm worried, but... Okay. Drowsy, also kind of a Pokemon that wouldn't be the worst to try to get. I don't think we get a chance for it up until we get near Vermilion. But Psychic is so hard to get reliably in Gen 1 without some... without the modder making some changes to encounter areas, that Drowsy could very well be your Psychic type. And Psychic is very powerful in Kanto. Because Rockets all use Poison. Oh my lord. This is one of the cases where I really wish we had a Pikachu. And the reason I say that is because, for people who aren't in the know, electric Pokemon cannot be paralyzed in general, I believe. This battle's proving to be a little bit more annoying than I initially anticipated. But this guy's got his levels boosted. I'm guessing that's a challenge run thing, because I don't believe he's running around with 19s through 20s in the base game. I say this because this is about the level that Misty usually is. And I just can't see them having a random rocket providing a roughly the same level of challenge as Misty. Leech Seed really putting in work here. Especially as I keep losing the coin flip on paralysis. Paralysis is like a 50% chance for those who might not know. We're just having the worst luck when it comes to our sleeps. So in Gen 1, sleep was busted. Because sleep never actually, So sleep in Gen 1 did not have an actual timer on it. It could go on for as long as it wanted, and every turn you had a chance of waking up, but you didn't have the guarantee of just, okay, after 5 turns you wake up. This leads to some really nasty things you could do with like sleep powder and wrap, where wrap could just go on for insane length of time, and also the fact that wrap technically is a anyways, where was that? Okay, wrap is actually a move that also in Gen 1 did would go on for a while, but more importantly, you could not actually act while your Pokemon could not attack while being wrapped or bound. So the trick is you just throw sleep powder on the enemy, and then you use wrap or bind, and you laugh as your opponent is rendered impotent. You can just stall it out. What on? Let's do this. I feel like I should have probably checked out this, paid more attention to the Pokemon. That's a cool discovery. Gonna get some super potions. How are we on Pokeballs? I like even numbers. Paralysis heal. We're gonna get a couple more antidotes. Get a couple more awakenings. I'm gonna get a couple of these because that kind of sucks. Anyways, I think we've reached a pretty good stopping point. I know I was debating on... I was actually just debating, as you saw, with doing our capture on this episode, but I think that's a really fun way to start off the next one. Instead, you guys got a rival battle and a full clear on Nugget Bridge. I think that's more than satisfying. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe, share around, do all the YouTube junk, and I hope to see you again soon.